Hello everyone. I hope you all are well and I hope you all are completing your work on time. In this video, I am going to solve question number 6, 7, 8 and 9. I have done till question number 5 in my previous video. So I hope you have done till question number 5. So today we will start with question number 6. So in question number 6, it is given on page number 21 of your NCERT book. See to it. Question number 6 says a certain freezing process requires the room temperature be lowered from 40 degrees Celsius at the rate of 5 degrees Celsius every hour. What will be the room temperature 10 hours after the process begins? So every hour what is happening, the rate of the temperature, that 5 degrees Celsius, it is decreasing. Lowered, it is given a word lowered in the question, it means it is decreasing. So first of all we will write rate of temperature decreasing, or first of all you can write initial temperature of room. It is given how much? Initial temperature of room is given 40 degrees Celsius. Is it so? Initial temperature of room is given 40 degree Celsius. Now rate of temperature, decreasing temperature, rate of decreasing temperature is how much? It is given 5 degree Celsius. Temperature every hour it is decreasing by 5 degrees Celsius. So it is given that after 10 hours find the temperature of the room. So after 10 hours how much temperature is decreased? After 10 hours decreased, how much decreased? 5 into 10. So 50 degree is decreased. So decreased means you have to subtract from the initial temperature. Initial temperature of the room was 40 degrees Celsius. How much it is decreased? 50 degrees Celsius. Therefore you have to subtract that. So temperature after 10 hours will be 40 was initial, so 40 minus 50. So this will be minus 10 degree Celsius. I hope you all have understood. Initially the temperature was 40 degrees Celsius. It is decreasing with the rate of 5 degrees Celsius per hour, every hour. So 10 hour means 50 degrees Celsius it has decreased. So 40 minus 50 will be minus 10 degrees Celsius. I hope you all have understood. Note down this in your copy. Now question number 7. Question number 7 is given in a class test containing 10 questions. 5 marks are awarded for correct answer and minus 2 marks awarded for incorrect answer. So you can write that marks for correct answer, marks for each correct answer means every correct answer is how much? Marks for every correct answer is 5. Marks for incorrect answer is minus 2. So every for incorrect answer, each you can write in this also. Each incorrect answer is minus 2. So we have to find the marks for 3 people, that is Mohan, Reshma and Hina. So in the question it was given 10 questions were there and 5 marks for correct answer, minus 2 marks for every incorrect answer and 0 for question not attempted. If the person has not attempted any question then it will be 0 only. So therefore Mohan's record we can find first, because we have to find the Mohan's mark in the first part. So Mohan's record First of all, Mohans get 4 correct and 6 incorrect answers. So 4 correct answers means you have to find what? You have to find marks for 4 correct answer will be how much? Because for 1 correct answer, how much marks was there? 5 marks was there. So 4 correct answer means 4 into 5, that is 20. And how many incorrect answer he has done? Marks for 6 incorrect answer. So for 1 incorrect answer, the marks was -2. For 6 incorrect answer, marks will be 6 into -2, that is -12. So total score will be, therefore total score of Mohan will be how much? You have to add both the marks. 20 plus -12, this will be how much? 8 marks. So total marks Mohan scored in the test is 8. Now second one is Reshma. So Reshma's record, how much Reshma has done? You can do it by your own also. Reshma's record, she has done how much? 5 correct answers. So marks for 5 correct answer is how much? Because 1 correct answer is 5, so 5 into 5 is 25. Then marks for how many incorrect answers she has done? 5 again. 5 incorrect answer. So this will be how much? 5 into -2, because for 1 wrong answer -2 marks will be there. So 5 incorrect answers. So 5 into -2, that is -10. Therefore total score of Reshma will be how much? Total score of Reshma will be 25 plus -10. This will be how much? 10 marks. So Mohan's got 8 marks, Reshma got 10 marks. Note this much in your copy. Then we will do for Hina, the third part of the question. This is the first part, this is the second part, and I am going to do the third part. The third part of the question, Hina got 2 correct answer, 2 correct and 5 incorrect. So we are going to do the Hina's record. So it is saying that she has done how many correct answers? 2 correct answers. So we will find out marks for 2 correct answer. For 1 is -5. So for 2 is 10. Is it so? Then marks for how many incorrect answer she gave? 5 incorrect answer. So marks for 5 incorrect answer is how much? 5 into -2, that is -10. Therefore total score of Hina is how much? 10 plus -10. So total she got 0 marks. I hope you all have understood this question, that how to find out the total score. We multiply the number of correct answers with the marks allotted for that, and number of incorrect answers with the marks allotted for incorrect answers. So with that, and at the end we add it up to get the total score. Now come to question number 8. Now question number 8. A cement company earns a profit of rupees 8 per bag of white cement sold and a loss of rupees 5 per bag of grey cement sold. The company sells 3000 bags of white cement and 5000 bags of grey cement in a month. What is it, profit or loss? So a company, first of all you will find out that how much profit it is making. So profit on selling, it is given profit on selling one white cement bag is 8 rupees. So you will find out profit on selling one cement white bag, it is given how much? Rupees 8. So you will find out profit on selling, how many bags the company sells? Selling 3000 bags of white cement. So one white cement bag, I have written cement white bag, so you can correct it. Okay, so I have corrected. Profit on selling one bag of white cement is rupees 8. Therefore, profit on selling 3000 bags of white cement is rupees 8 into 3000. That is how much? Rupees 24,000. So the company has made a profit of rupees 24,000. Again, loss is given. So loss on selling, one bag of grey cement. It is given how much? In one bag, how much profit they are getting? Rupees 5. Rupees 5. So loss on selling, how many bags the company sold? Loss on selling 5000 bag is how much? Rupees 5 into 5000. That is 25,000 loss. So it is asking in the question, what is it, profit or loss? So you will write it is loss by rupees 1000. Why I am saying so? Because total profit the company has made is 24,000 and total loss the company has made is 25,000. So which is more, profit or loss? Loss is more, and by how much? 25,000 minus 24,000, that is by 1000. Have you all understood this question? Kindly note down this in your copy. Now the second part of this question, it is asking what is the number of white cement bags it must sell to have neither profit nor loss. So total loss is given that grey bags sold, or 6400 bags have sold. So grey bags, it was given that there will be loss. So you can find out loss on selling 6400 bags of what they are selling? Grey cement. So there was loss in grey cement. So we can find out total amount 6400 bags into rupees 5, because there was loss on selling one cement bag is 5. This will be how much? 32,000 rupees. 32,000 rupees. So how will you find out number of white bags? How will you find out? Total amount you need, total profit you need 32,000 only, and in one bag how much profit was there? Rupees 8. So you will find out the total amount upon profit on one bag, that will be 32,000 upon 18. This is how much? 4,000 bags. I hope you all have understood why I did this. First of all, we have calculated the total loss. Then that total loss should be equal to the total profit. That is why therefore it is asking in the question that the company should neither have profit nor should have loss. That is why we have to sold how many bags? 4,000 bags in order to nullify the profit and loss. Now the last part of the question exercise is question number 9. Replace the blank with an integer to make it a true statement. So this is very easy question. -3. So ninth question I have written. First of all, you need to make sure that if the answer is positive, then both the integers should be negative, because minus minus will become plus. So -3 is given and answer is positive. So what you will write? -3 into -9, so that the answer is coming plus. Then the answer is -35. It means one integer is positive, the other should be negative. So 5 into -7. Then again the answer is negative, so again we will multiply with minus. I have written the answer first. So the question was dash into -8. So if one integer is already -8, we have to multiply it with positive. Then in this the answer is positive, so you have to do what? You have to multiply it with a negative number, -11. So with this we have completed the exercise. I hope you all have understood, and please do it in your copy, and if you are having any confusion, ask with your teacher. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to share it to everyone, those who are studying. Till then, take care of your family, and have a nice day. Thank you.